Okay, Google has just rolled out the full version of its next generation AI chatbot called Gemini. It gives users the ability to have conversations with the tech giant's most popular AI model to date. Early previews find some users are impressed, while others are not so sure. So, for more on this, I want to bring in Gizmodo reporter Maxwell Zeff. Thanks for joining us, Maxwell. So, is Gemini the Chat GPT killer that they promised? I read some reviews that suggested that perhaps Google rolled it out a little prematurely because there was a lot of pressure to get something out there.
Right, Anne-Marie. So first off, thanks for having me. So Gemini is really Google's answer to ChatGPT. CEO Sundar Pichai says Gemini is the most advanced AI chatbot on the market, even more powerful than ChatGPT, which is a bold claim. But last week, Google announced all of its AI products would fall under this new Gemini umbrella. This is really Google's attempt at a more unified push into the AI space. And like you mentioned, yes, there was a complicated kind of rollout of this in December. They promised a little bit more than they really could. But now that we're actually getting our hands on this, it's really impressive. And mind you, ChatGPT released nearly a year ago. And 2023 will go down as the year that Google was caught completely flat-footed on AI. But now that they're getting their hands in the game, we're really impressed. And when Google does something like this, it's an earthquake. It's big news.
So you said you're really impressed. So tell me what you're seeing. I sort of like downloaded the app early this morning, and I see how it has like an assistant option, but then like an option for a friend. I think her name's Jenny, the one that I chose anyways, where you could just have kind of a general conversation about your life with her. But tell me what impressed you the most.
Yeah, I think that with Gemini, I think people are really shocked by how human-like some of these AI chatbots are becoming. A professor at the University of Pennsylvania described his experience using Gemini like interacting with a ghost. Now, before you dismiss him as crazy, I mean, let's talk about what a ghost is. I mean, it's something that feels like a human, even though there's not a human there. That's exactly what people are coming to terms with these advanced AI chatbots. They're able to, identify human emotions. They're able to reason with you, explain difficult concepts. And I think that's what's most impressive to me is just the fact that they're fooling people into really thinking like there could be a human on the other side of this.
But now there are like multiple options when it comes to like assistants. I mean, in my head, at home especially, I got to go through like a list of names. I'm like, am I talking to Siri? Am I talking to Alexa? Am I talking to Google, Gemini? Who am I talking to with all the different devices? I guess I'm trying to ask, like, how does this replace some of these other devices? Does it compete with them like a Siri?
So, yeah, it's a great question. I mean, so very soon, folks with Android phones will simply have Gemini as their phone's new digital assistant. You can download the Gemini app, long press your phone's side button, and call up Gemini instead of Google Assistant. It'll be like an AI-enabled Siri, an AI Google Assistant, and it's going to be a lot smarter. I think people are really going to like this. But if you don't have an Android phone, you can also use Gemini in the Google app. And I would just say to watch out for that twinkly Gemini logo anywhere you use Google products. I mean, this is going to be available in a lot of Google's products moving forward in the next year.
All right, it ought to be fun. I'm going to start asking it odd questions and see what it comes up with. Maxwell Zeff, thank you very much.